Guy, this interview is getting, it's getting hotter and hotter. Mnataka bwanangu ashindwe. Hizi ni gani? We are brands differently, like you said. Because after like someone would come with a deal, sida kuja niambia kuna hii deal na mza wananipea how much. You know how people like love him, how madem na kwa zileza. Muna screamian. Nani? Huyu. Niliuliza you guy. What is this? What is this? Excuse me. So hiyo ndio inakuanga reason yake ya kusema ati mimi ndo nilishoot short. But anyway, yeye ndo alisema this is this.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Welcome to Parents Africa.
Thank you.
Tuambie wewe ni nani? What you do?
Okay, my name is Nimo Gachuiri. I am a recording and performing artist, and I'm a mom. I'm a social media content creator, influencer, and mimi ni Mkikuyu nafanya biashara mingi hapa kule. So I'm also an entrepreneur. Yes.
So, people know you as Nimo Gachuiri.
Yeah.
What's your real name?
Oh my God. I've never actually said this anywhere, but so my real names are Agnes Nimo Gachuiri. Yes, so those are my real names.
Agi mambo.
Gay! Unajua hiyo jina na feeling iki-sound. Unaona wale nini wa Catholic kitambo Sister Agnes.
Sister Agnes.
Exactly, that is it. But I'm named after my grandmother. So yeah, I didn't like that name, by the way. Kuna point ilikuwa imefika. I was even telling my mom like, "Hey mom, nitaki jina mpaka akaniita Joy." Nika accept, but I really love my dad's name. It's very unique. That's why I go by it, Nimo Gachuiri. So I don't think they did a very terrible job sana. Wali neutralize.
Naka zile Nigerian sisters for Afro cinema.
Exactly. That is it. That's why I never say it. Yeah.
Is there a difference between Agnes Wairimo and Nimo Gachuiri?
Honestly, from childhood, always nimekuwa nikiitwa Nimo. So hiyo jina Agnes ilikuwa inakuja tu official like shule and all that. But honestly, for me, because I also go as Nimo Gachuiri as a brand, and also maybe let me say Nimo as a personal life, I feel like there's no separation for me. Mimi I live according to my means. Like I don't separate it. It's just me. Whatever you see is what exactly I am, also behind closed doors and with my family and with my friends. Yes.
Let's go back to your early childhood. What are some of the memories that you've had and experiences as a young child that has made you to be who you are?
Okay, so let me first say this. I've had the most amazing parents. Like you said, they are the best in the whole world. My parents, they did everything for us. We are three of us. I'm the last born. Yes, I know most people did know that fact. So I'm the last born, and my parents did so much for us. And let me say, one thing that has made me very intentional in parenting is because of how I saw my parents be to us. How my dad was very present. Actually, kuna point my mom had to travel and outside kutafuta do and all that. Nilibaki na babangu, my sister and brother were in boarding school, and my dad was very intentional. Hatukuwa hadi na mboch. He was cooking for me, doing everything for me. And apart from how they raised us, my dad was very influential also in my music. He really mentored me and my confidence. Like kungekuwa na gathering kidogo watu 4 watano, Nimo kuja imbia wageni or do something. So he really shaped me in terms of confidence and also like the music that I'm doing right now. Nilikuwa natoroka from it kidogo, but finally I just came back.
Wow, so hauna trauma ya wazazi?
I don't
Daddy
have
issues like most of us.
Oh my, I don't have any daddy issues. Aki guy, my parents, mimi nikitafuta hadi bwana, nilikuwa natafuta bwana. Ushaona ile you try a match na you know, like your dad, and na kuna similarities mingi sana like my husband has with my dad, because my dad was so good. Honestly, in parenting, oh my God, he was so present. Unaona venye like other watoto was like mama ndo mnazurura na watoto mkienda out na nini, that was my dad. Like he was everywhere. Visiting, saa zenye tumebaki na yeye, cause kuna point alinipeleka boarding, alikuwa anapika food. Hakuwa na ati venye wazazi wanaendanga na gazeti, my dad never. He used to even cook kabisa mpaka chapo. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kuja tushie babangu.
By the way, they say women fall in love with their fathers first.
Yeah.
So wakitoka huko nje wanatafuta men who at least resembles character-wise their dads.
Yeah.
Mungu asifanye nifanye hivyo.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's okay. At least we have you for an example.
Yeah.
So, ukiwa mdogo, ulikuwa unataka kuwa nini?
Hey, let me tell you, I was so skinny. Nikiwa mdogo, I was so skinny. What? So niligrow nikijustify hiyo kukua skinny yangu, like I want to be a model. And they were also like motivating me, because kulikuwa na kabullying kidogo but si ile sana. Because I was remember I said my parents were really enforcing the confidence. So mimi hakuna kitu ngeniambia hata nilikuwa natoshana na mifupa. Like I was really skinny, and to justify that I used to say I want to be a model. That's what I wanted to be. Yeah.
What happened to your modeling?
I got a baby. That's what happened.
And the body came.
And the body came. I got a baby. Yeah.
Wow, what a model. So, umefika place yenye, tell us now, umeingia high school. Were you still skinny in high school?
Kinda. I'll tell you about high school. There was a lot of bullying.
Yeah. So hapo ndo sana endelea, like sasa you the model that you are in primary school. So umeingia high school, and you know high school bullies. Una class fulani unafaa una join ka class fulani when you group people. Uko kwa group gani? The bullies when you
when you wanabuliana, when you wanabuliwa. Okay, so mimi nitasema like all through my schooling nilikuwa among the wale wanajulikana. I just don't know how, but it always happened. Number one, ile kierere nilikuwa nimefundishwa na, you know, my dad. I used to go sing, so all the teachers knew me. The same thing nilipeleka high school. So what I did when I got to high school, hiyo kierere yangu, now the form 4s and form 3s sawa kanipenda. Like nilikuwa natolewa class, nikuje niimbie mtu happy birthday na nini, and that ikafanya, now among my mates and my peers I was kind of hated, let me say that. I had friends, but me usema sometimes things happen when you're probably in high school and all that, but you don't know what God is preparing you for. I was really bullied in high school, but see like bullied, but ile people group like to hate you, to corner you. If you had friends, wanawa gather so that you're outed and things like that. Na feeling ni kama ili ni prepare sana, kumbe God alikuwa anani prepare kukam sasa judgment ya the whole world and bullying for social media and all that, because honestly feels like he was gearing me up. Yeah.
So you have the confidence from your dad. Umeingia high school, kuna these bullies, so you're growing a tough skin and you're confident. Tell me about your first heartbreak. Ilikufanyia nini with all that confidence?
My first heartbreak. Ngoja nifikiri. Guy, sadly, fortunately or unfortunately, my first heartbreak, let's say, came later. Like once I got into marriage, and you know, like a scandal hits you and you're like, ow. But in between, I had like a boyfriend that I knew was really going to marry me. by the way.
Let's talk about this one.
My gosh, mtu angeniambia by the way, si huyo na brangu hakuwa anampenda. Hakuwa anampenda. Na sijui ni nini by the way, hata ndo juzi nilikuwa najiuliza sijui ni nini. Nilikuwa tu navurutana tu hivi na wasanii because hata alikuwa karapa nini. My lord, so my brother didn't want, nilikuwa nimemblock kila mahali, but anyway that relationship ended because I feel like we grew na we just grew apart. Let me just say that paths zilikuwa different and all that, but kuna of course kitu ilifanya tukosane and then your story kaisha. Yeah.
So tuseme umeheartbreakiwa kidogo. So as you said, your parents, mostly your dad, amekuwa so present, and please, hey, father should do that. So ulienda kumwambia, because maybe I can feel like you guys are too close.
Yeah.
Were you telling him everything? Oh, I got my first boyfriend.
Yeah.
Amenifanya hivi na hivi. Ako like, usijali, stuff like that.
Now, let me say this. My parents were the traditional, sisemi ni wale wa kitambo tambo, but si wale like, ni ule mama takuja kwa but then ujichunge nini, but deep down, like akwambi like, papa as it is. So like throughout my life, iso tu vitu mtu anafanya. Mostly, we are really close with my siblings. So iso issues ningepelekea, you know, my siblings and all that. Cause, let me say, like unajua tu as a child, unataka bado kuficha like mzazi some things, you know, your dad still feels like this is my little girl. And you, where, cause like, let me just take it forward kidogo too, like when he came to meet Sid, si mimi hata mimi nilimpeleka. Sid tumekosana na yeye na nimejam nimwambia staki stories zako, and that time I was going for attachment. So mimi nimetoka job nikikuja, ai naangalia nikiingia kwa gate naona mbona hizi viatu nikaa nazijua. Msi alikuja kwetu, akajiintroduce, akasema tumekosana na nimemwacha na you know my parents should mediate that. And I remember that's the first time like you know my dad actually met someone.
He's a keeper.
Yes. yes. Na alikuwa tu anacheka ati hata mkosa kuwaleta mwanajileta tu hapa. Yeah, and that's how it happened. And I felt like now, because obviously I'm grown and we share a lot with my parents. Yeah.
What are some of the obstacles and you're like, aka nao nimekapitia that you've gone through mpaka place umefika, and zimefanya you learn from those obstacles? Uko like, I'm this kind of person because I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4. Obstacle yenye ilikupiga kichwa uko like, hapa nao nimepigwa kichwa.
Mimi acha nitasema like I feel like obstacle nimeget so much ni from the outside world in terms of, you know, the bullying and all the bad comments and all that, because honestly I've grown with so much love, unaona, and nile love yenye we were always fighting each other's battles on each other's backs. So like nimekuja kufeel, you know what, easy obstacles za social media. Once nimeingia kwa social media, and number one, they discourage you a lot. You feel like you want to give up. Pia kuna self-confidence that is altered with, as much as umebuildiwa, kuna self-doubt, and that can be hard. And that can also drive someone into, let me say, depression. What people don't know about maybe the social media people and all that, these are the things that can actually, you know, drive someone into like a dark place. And maybe you feel like una feel stagnant na vitu kaa hizo from the outside world, comparison, all that. Mimi naweza sema that's the biggest like challenge. Yeah.
Tell me about your first love.
Guy, this interview is getting, it's getting hotter and hotter. Mnataka bwanangu ashindwe. Hizi ni gani? My first wait, a first love ni ule mtu like you get into a relationship with for the first time and you love them, ama it's just someone that you really, really loved.
The delusional, you know, they say the first love.
Oh, first love.
The
I got you. Yeah, because mine is a funny one. Remember that boyfriend I told you that was I felt like he was gonna marry me and all that. Now this is a thing. Oh boy, tulipatana naye, I think TSO or something. You know, the millennials know. Millennials know this. And tulipatana huko. And now we're vibing. Akaniambia sijui ni mtoto wa Sonko wa wapi huko ni nini. Mimi msichana jameni si ukufe. Akaniambia anasomea shule Brayburn nini. All along we are dating for like 4 years and all that. Ikafika juu tulianza kudate nikiwa form 2. Yeah, so form 2, form 3 and then form 4 nikamaliza shule. Boyfriend akaanza story, babe, sisi tulishikwa tukicheat exams na imekuwa like hiyo lazima to repeat. I mean, it was so sad. Like I knew now our relationship was just mapenzi inaenda kwa moto. Umesikia tena boyfriend yako ameachwa shule. So this is the coincidence. Once I joined campus, one of the guys that he was going to school with, tukakuwa naye the same class. So siniko Facebook malavidavi, siku moja akanikuta, Nimo, mbona una date na mse young? Kumbe the guy was actually younger than me. He was not even in Brayburn, he was in a Njoro Boys in
Njoro Boys.
So it was kind of all a lie all through, but sadly I'm the one who had broke that guy. Yeah, because tuliachana. Yeah, sadly, but kenda hivyo. That was my first love.
Tell me the first day you met your husband.
The first day I met my husband was
dates, time, month.
I'm terrible with dates. I am terrible by the way. Unaona venye wanaume ndo wanasawingi anniversary. I'm the one who forgets. Imagine.
No, you're something.
You go aje. But we met him through what was Hope Kid. Hope Kid is a gospel artist. Hope Kid alikuwa beshte yangu sana. So I was shooting a music video nilikuwa nimeanza kuingia into the scene of I had friends who had friends so wako like just come at least uwapie kama Vixen but nilikuwa nafanya gospel. So nikaambia Hope Kid walikuwa natukashow na seed. Sijui ilikuwa bado hizo enzi za TSO ama groove or something. So me I was actually shooting, I think it was 31st. So nikamwambia I'm shooting here and here, akasema let me come and say hi. So wakakam kunisalimia. And now we didn't have a history as per with Sid, but I knew him like from my childhood. Nilikuwa dancer, mimi nimereziwa Isili. And Sid walikuwa nakam ku dance church yetu sana, ilikuwa inaitwa Deliverance. So all of a sudden naanza kuona umse ameingia kwa TV na alikuwa dancer ameomoka, you know, like he's doing well.
Shule yetu kuimba.
Hata mimi high school. Imagine.
Yeah.
So hiyo siku sasa ndo nikapata opportunity nikamwambia by the way ulikuwa nakam, you know, church yetu ku dance. Mimi nilikuwa hii dance crew ilikuwa inaitwa Mid, na ilikuwa dance group inaitwa Bone Breakers. Kama by the way I'm a big fan and you're doing kumbe kijana aja ambiwa, you know, amesikia tu fiti. So when he went that was the first day we met. When Miss Jo alitoa wapi namba yangu, apparently Hope Kid ulikuwa na nyima Sid number, but finally alipata.
Hope Kid?
Finally alipata and the rest is history.
Nani alishoot shot wa kwanza?
Sid anasemanga ni mimi.
Mbona
Anasemanga ni mimi. Listen. I am this straight up type of person. Like we can't be hanging out, we are meeting, sometimes we're all lovey-dovey. Niliuliza you guy, what is this? Excuse me. So hiyo ndio inakuanga reason yake ya kusema ati mimi ndo nilishoot short. But anyway, yeye ndo alisema this is this. Me, I was on the question part. So he's the one who shot the shot.
Like so utashinda ukinistring alone hizi na uniambie.
Uniambie ni nini naendelea, like you need to tell me.
So suna vile madam sema, "Oh, when I saw him the first time I knew he was the one." Was that your case?
No. No, I'm a bit honest. I'm going to be so honest because actually when I met Sid, I was in a, what is it called? Not a relationship. Let me say yes. Let me say that it was like So, bado Sid alikuwa tu, just like a friend, and later sasa really build. So it can't be like the one time, like.
When was that moment that you first like, oh, this is the man.
This is the one. This is the one. Let me tell you guys, Sid is so kind. Sid has a very, very kind heart. And I was also looking for Ama, wacha niseme, I was moved, number one, by how far he's come. Second of all, how Sid takes care of his people, how he loves his mom, how he takes care of her. I felt like I would be safe with him. Yeah.
So, so there's this Nimo, you are a brand.
Yeah.
You have, apart from your husband, you have you.
Yes.
And you have your own life. And then you have your husband, he's a brand. How does the two brands come together? And then, obviously, in this country, people still throw those stones.
Yeah.
How do you figure out how to navigate through that circumstance?
So, okay, let me let me first start with the first one. Number one, we are brands differently, like you said. Because actually, like, someone would come with a deal, sida kuja niambia kuna hii deal, namuza wananipea how much, then nijue kama namwambia hiyo fanya peke yako, ama yeye niambie hiyo mimi sitafanya or anything. But once we get to the house, honestly, akunanga your brand na nini. Yani, sometimes I actually go outside with my husband and then I see, how people like love him, how madem na kwa zileza. Muna screamian. Nani? Huyu. Unaona? So like akunanga hiyo nini. Cause hata mtoi wangu kuna time ashaituuliza kama tumekaa tu. Cause mami, why do people call your name? Cause tunaweza kuwa tuna drive and then mtu aniite, how do they even know you? Sasa niko like, it's not yet, I feel like it's not yet the right time kumwambia like we are celebrities. Ama kuna watu wanatujua kiasi and all that. I think he'll figure it out at some point. Yeah, but when it comes to the next question, which you asked, Izoma Vitas in Anini. So this is what we do. What has worked for us. Number one, hatuwezi kuwa tuna fight huko nje and we are also fighting, So anytime we are tuna fight, we put hands on our heads together. And then we wait for that wave to pass. Sasa ile kupigana yetu yenye tutapigania huko. Azizi pelekana pamoja na hiyo yenye, like as in ati tunafightiwa huko nje and you guys won't make it. Ama you won't be able to fight it. Yeah? So lazima mfight kwanza the outside force and make sure you guys are good. Sasa mkitaka kwanziana like, by the way, then that can happen. Yeah.
So imagine whether it's a brand being attacked by people this side, and then it's a brand, different issues. Kila mtu ako na fans wake na haters wake.
Yeah.
Kila mtu anapiga zake. So ukiingia kwa nyumba like, okay, can I start now? Help first my husband to fight the battles. Ama how does it work? Because having two celebrities in one house is quite over a task.
Yeah, it is. Let me say this. Number one, I think I'm the overreactor in our house. Sid is a very calm guy, and Sid anaweza kwa like keto imemshake, but he won't show it. But me, I lose it. So I feel like he balances. Let me say he's the one who balances everything. He's the one who knows how to calm me down. And don't react. Ama don't do this. Yeye reacting. Ata ikuje na force inakaa aje. You know? Unanga tu mtu amenyamaza, but kama ni mimi, strini, ako like, just chill. So I think he's a neutralizer between the two of us. Yeah.
So when ndo kuingia kitchen unachukua guns, unatoka hivyo kule
mimi ndo exactly, yeye ndo ako
so you know how bloggers are.
Yeah.
Wanakuitanga some things ndo wapate certain information and then maybe waende wageuze in a certain narrative yenye wanataka kupush. And then maybe useme kitu yenye tinyo ulikuwa nasema si chenye narrative imeenda. Tuseme umeenda umesema something that yenye maybe your husband was like, you know. How do you work through it? Come on, like the last time your husband was in a certain podcast.
Yeah.
I think the question and what was being pushed, ukisikiza vizuri, it was kind of a setup.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then how did that make you feel, or how do you go about certain situation?
Okay. So let me say, number one, like I said, I am the overreactor. So what happened in that situation? I later went and watched the whole podcast. Na ni mtu aliniambia, we were actually in a meeting with a client. Ako like, Nimo. Like, did you actually watch that podcast? Akaniambia, like, I really watched it. Did you really watch it? And that's when I actually went and watched it. And like I said, I'm an overreactor. The first thing, when I saw it, niliona Nairobi gossip, and you know how Nairobi gossip can be.
They put a part video.
Yes.
So you get
yes. Yes. And actually, when I first saw it, we were in the house seated with him. So nikaiona, nikaisikiza, then nikamwangalia nikamuuliza, nini hizo unasema? And then he was just quiet. Then, but alinyamaza, then akaniambia, hao watu wametumia tu your part kupromote podcast. And I was okay, by the way. I was okay until people started tagging me.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you see comments that really gaslight you. And I like said I'm in transition into, like, you know, being so calm, like ni square gaslit na lakini hiyo ilini, you know? Niko like no. And there's no way. I felt like I overreacted, honestly, but I really needed to do that. I really needed to do that because I feel like you're also supposed to be sensitive when you're with someone, and you know, us women act on feelings and things like that. So I feel like I needed to act that way so that he would know, like, the buttons not to. Yes. Yeah. Hakuna marking scheme kwa hii nini ati bwanangu hajanifanyia kama ule celeb venye anafanyiwa, so like haunipendi ama hanifanyii hivi, so like hii marriage haita work. Just live your life bila hizo marking scheme.
Na hizi couple goals.
Na couple goals na sijui nini. Marriage is not easy. Let me say that. Marriage is not easy. But it's worth it. Let me say that. It's worth it. You know, spending time with somebody, you know, loving each other. Yani it's a beautiful thing, honestly, because mi uangalia saa zingine namkanga naangalia sit naangalia gold, and I'm really, really grateful for them. Because without God, honestly, I don't think I would be anywhere. Literally. Because I'd say this years back, if you ever told me I would base off like a career off of social media, you know, ningesema asiweza pigiwa na mtu amenimo, like niko na hii deal, yes, how much, you like, wow, and I'm doing that deal and all that, I'd be so, ningemwambia pana, you know, but God amekuwa drive kwangu. Alafu pia also not giving up on myself, and also just motivating myself. Because if you don't motivate yourself, and if you don't believe in yourself, sidhani ningekuwa nimefika penye nimefika. Yeah, and fighting on, obviously. Yeah.
Okay. So you wanted to be a model.
Yes.
So you and I got self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
So ikafika place yenye uko like, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to be. Who are those kind of role models that you looked up to and like, one day I'm going to have this kind of life?
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a hard question. Na mi ulizwa such questions na nini. Natingika kidogo because let me say motivator yangu sana. Mi nimekwambia I don't base my life on marking schemes. That's what I said. Because I feel like it gives me pressure. It gives me pressure. Because nikisema hadi sahi niingie online and then start basing myself off other creators. Kuna mtu ameingia juzi and I may make it serious. And you've been constantly, growth yako ni hivi. Kidogo. Alafu kuna mtu amekuja tu like, boof, ame blow up. So like mimi ndasema like I just draw strength from within. I just draw my strength from within, and also like kuna vitu like I've wanted to achieve and I'm still fighting to achieve. Hizo ndo zimekuwa zikini drive. Yeah.
What are some of the values that you have that keeps you grounded? Like kuna vitu siwezi fanya even if it's for money. What are those beliefs?
Number one, I feel is self-respect. I respect myself. I respect also the people around me. I really do that. Jumi nasemanga saa zingine, if you respect the people, and then ama the people who are close to you, utajua like what not to do, maybe it will affect. Because mu imagine ningekuwa sasa ninamua okay YOLO na asiangu kotuko nje, how would my dad be feeling, how would my mom be feeling, you know? So I really respect them and I respect myself. And also nitasema sitaki kuibase sana na religion and all that, but also my faith. Yeah.
What do you do when you're free? What do you do? How do you spend your time when you don't have anything to do?
When I'm free and my son is not there, because when he's there I'm not free. When he's around I'm not free. Labda kama nimemsambaza somewhere. Anyway, when I love taking drives, I feel like they're very therapeutic, and also watching a movie and taking myself to go eat nicely. Nikae tu chini nikule vizuri. Hiyo ni self-love enough. Yes. What else? When I'm free, I also love to spend time na huyo mwenye nasema nasambaza, you know, my son, my family. Yeah.
Being a mom, you're a mom. What are those first things that you didn't know? You just see people saying motherhood is beautiful, motherhood is nice. When you first became a mom, will you pick up and you like, hey, is this actually what I want to sign up to?
Yeah.
How is motherhood?
Number one, for me, immediately, I got that. Immediately, I was like, what is this on my side?
What is Tanzania?
Excuse
those two lines.
What is this? Yani, you know, but funny thing is, Sid alikuwa na pressure. Alikuwa katika mtoto sana. Alikuwa anasema, oh, sitaki kuwa mzee ndo nakimbizana na mtu. So alikuwa na pressure sana ya mtu. And ilifika point like akani convince, yeah. But once I got into motherhood is very hard when you start. Very hard. And I feel like something they don't tell people. They just tell you labor is hard and pushing is hard. Breastfeeding is hard. Can I tell you?
Oh, really?
It is. Oh. It is really, really hard, and it's a task. Before like hata mtoi ajue like as in mna flow easily. It's really, really hard. The whole point of transitioning, kwanza mimi unaona like I transitioned from just being a girl into a mom and then into a wife at once. So it was really, really hard, but the beauty of motherhood, it gets easier. It really gets easier. And once una get home to yani kuna tu love. There's some type of love that comes you cannot explain. Yeah.
So how do you balance between being a wife, because obviously the husband needs his own time with his wife,
Yeah.
and now a mother, your child also needs you, and then the artist that you are, you need to write music, to record them, shoot videos. How do you balance all those things?
I feel like I've not yet mastered. I feel like I've not yet mastered that art of balancing everything. But I feel like it's one day at a time. I'm so sure my husband complains every now and then. And alafu nakuanga zile za surely mnashindana na gold, but I nakujanga ku get the balance and the flow, but just also just time managing myself, I'd say that. And I guess pia when he's out doing his things, my baby Bryna is in school, I also get my time to also do what I need to do for myself. Yeah.
So when exactly did you start now doing music professionally, and where do you see yourself in the music industry? Like side people saying, oh, the gospel music is dead.
Yeah.
Si kama zile za groove awards, kila mtu alikuwa na gospel music. So it's kind of, unasikia tu tungoma like tutano tu tunatoka na watu najua, like they make good music. Your husband, sijui akina who, they make good music. And now you're here, your husband is a music guru, let's say that.
Yeah.
Hiyo nayo hakuna kubishana. He has been there. Do you get help? Anakuambia hii lazima uende hivi, because pia kuna gatekeepers kwa industry wanakugonga ukijaribu kutoka. Wanakugonga kichwa. How are you navigating through music industry? Okay.
So I started my music 2019, and I feel like data nilikuwa namficha by the way, I know how to sing. Because I felt like maybe unajua venye nilikuwa nasema also, like in marriage vitu zinakujanga kubalance baadaye, because mnajuana mkiwa hivi, then mtu ana transition. So at first I felt like maybe hataki msanii, maybe hakuwa na picture bibi yake atu wanakimbizana naye huko kwa shows and all that, unaona. So nilikuwa na shut down kinda. But finally, like venye nilisikia yeye ndo alianza Betty Swingia Studio, so I was like, okay, so he's open to that idea. So yeah, so yeye ndo alianza Betty Swingia Studio, like let's go sing a song. Tulimba kwanza na song, I think hiyo ndo ya kwanza yenye ali nayo. And then from there, honestly, Sid has really encouraged me. Alafu it's kind of challenging dealing with someone who is a guru, like you said. Because saa zingine utenga stage, you're a bit shy. Yako huko amesharuka. Asharuka kwa huko. So like sometimes it's very intimidating, Like I don't feel like I need to match up to his energy and all that, but it's really, really intimidating. But Sid mpaka siku ingine kama unafonikalisha chini classes hivi unafundisha baba ushike mic hivi unazunguka unaenda hiyo side ukikaka. So ananiambia like him is such a natural, you understand, and you now getting like to learn this art and all, it's really intimidating, acha nikwambie, like inakuanga intimidating, but Sid amekuwa very, very encouraging kwangu. In terms of my music, he's the one who pays for my videos, my audio. Now, I was so lucky because God tu alikuwa my plan. Because siku face your stories are gatekeepers sana, because Sid amekuwa around. But that doesn't mean I don't have to work hard and put out good music, because I really, really try to do so. In terms of where do I want to, like get in terms of music. When I started it, nilikuwa nimeanza, like it's something I really just enjoy doing. But with time, I felt like, what, if I don't leave an impact with my music, then itakuwa for nothing. God alinipea for nothing. So my goal is just to be impactful. To impact someone's life. Ama mtu akisikia, song yangu encourage this feeling, ana feel vibaya ama ana feel down, kuna venye inamspikia. I feel like that is.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
What advice would you give to people now? Umesema life yako si mwani when you're not looking for tips from other people, just live your life.
Yeah.
Vile tu direction yako vile nakupeleka. Kuna watu huko nje now they're looking up to you now.
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
The people looking up to me. I would tell you, man, I'm a human being. Unajua kuna kuanga na notion like, hey, like sisi ni, you know,
yeah, kind of an image, you know,
uko hivi, like uko hivi and all that. I'm a human being. I also get discouraged, you know. I also get discouraged. Sometimes I also feel down and all that. But I draw strength from within. So also you, if you're looking up to me, anytime you're feeling, you know, discouraged, like things are not moving for you, in terms of also marriage, because I'm so sure nafuata pia na magotwives wengi, yeah. So also draw strength, yeah, from within, yeah. And always ndasema nini, it's amazing that you guys look up to me. I'm trying, honestly. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying, yeah, but it's beautiful that I have people who look up to me. That means I'm doing something right.